All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. Down, 180. Check right 45. Get the ball.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Ekeler. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, 180. 59. Come on, dude.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horsing.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And it's fielded at the 34. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Stafford, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, and he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to throw. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harass.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Down, Raider 2, 180.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing now is Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Carr. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 44. They run with Hines. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Touchdown, Detroit! Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Carr. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down, Detroit.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, it's Hines. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
Waiting. Mike 59. I'm trying to collect. 36. Hey, easy. Big 20. Mike 59. All day. Mike, check. 59. Hey, box truck. Check 59. Mike.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3 down. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Switch. Slam. Check.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Jordan Reed has it. The end result, 21 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Get down.
On first down, Carr. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They go play action here on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And some space here. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Dawson's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, folks.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working.
And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
59, 59.
Hey, Charlie. Let's make these big.
On 1st down at Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. 3rd down here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go, go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Hey, 5-7.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight go. Check 43.
Express.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill. Check 3. Smooth. Express.
Mike 54.
Operating from the gun. Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Carr now to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Express.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Watch twist. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And Adams has it complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. It's caught here by Adams. 25 yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Davante Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Tackle made by K1 Short. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Check, 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 check.
They run again with Hines. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's put that team on the puck. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Real right, 22. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Red. Mike 5'9",
Here we go on 4th. Stafford taking a deep shot here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of... That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. He was looking for Edelman there. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You got 3 down.
To throw again. Carr forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.